On July 17, 1981, two hotel walkways collapsed inside a crowded atrium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Hyatt Regency Hotel stood in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, near Hospital Hill and the Kansas City Star newsroom. The hotel opened on July 1, 1980, and its atrium quickly became a hub for Kansas City nightlife. 3 suspended walkways crossed the atrium on the second, third, and fourth floors, hung from steel rods. Each walkway ran about 120 feet across the lobby, suspended entirely from overhead rods. During construction, engineers changed how the rods connected to the walkway beams, altering the original design. Every Friday evening, guests gathered in the hotel's atrium for a tea dance beneath the walkways. About 1,600 people filled the atrium for that Friday's dance on July 17, 1981. Shortly before the collapse, guests packed the second-level walkway above the dancing crowd below. The second and fourth floor walkways tore free from the ceiling and crashed into the lobby. The second-level walkway alone held about 40 people when its connections gave way. Debris from the floors and ceiling buried dancers on the lobby floor beneath tons of steel and concrete. Rescue crews worked through the night to free survivors trapped beneath the collapsed walkways. The collapse killed 114 people, making it the deadliest structural failure in the country in decades. Firefighters cut through steel rods and concrete slabs, searching for survivors among the wreckage. One volunteer who lent tools for the rescue later said no one ever tracked the equipment down. The rescue operation lasted 14 hours, directed by the city's emergency medical director. Surgeons operated inside the wreckage itself, working around victims they could not safely move. Doctors and paramedics improvised care amid unstable debris that could shift at any moment. A surgeon spent 20 minutes freeing one trapped victim by amputating her leg with a chainsaw. Investigators later traced the failure to that single altered connection between rod and beam. Engineers and lawyers spent years determining why the walkways failed, and who would pay for it. The Kansas City Star published 16 months of investigative reporting that later won a Pulitzer Prize. Lawsuits sought billions of dollars from the hotel's owners and engineers, far more than was ever paid out. Adjusted for inflation, the $3 billion sought would total $10.6 billion today. Awards reached only $496 million. One engineer said the memory of the collapse stayed with him 365 days a year for the rest of his life. The hotel reopened on October 1, 1981, but the collapse changed engineering codes and inspection practices nationwide.